Hi everyone, what's up, what's new, and what's going on? We are at Toronto, Ontario, Canada today at the Ryerson Open in the men's doubles round of 16. And I really wanted to showcase this match because it's, I've got recordings of, I guess, both of the two teams that I thought would make it all the way to the finals in the men's doubles draw. And one of these teams is Andika, Yong, and Kevin Lee on the far side of the court. And let me also introduce the guys in the near side of the court. We have Will Yan and Alan Tong. Anyway, on the far side, we have Andika Yong and Kevin Lee, who are extremely talented players. And I can't really emphasize extremely quite enough about, because they are so very, very talented at what they do, which is badminton. Andika Yong being a coach, currently being a coach at the Mandarin Badminton Club. And Kevin Lee, I believe, is a coach at the Lee's Badminton Club in Toronto. So both of them are coaches, and Andika pretty much grew up with a racket in his hand because he while he was in Indonesia growing up, he went to badminton school and pretty much trained every single day for God knows how many hours every day. I would expect that he trained for about 35 hours a day, but maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. And anyway, Andika managed to get himself up to 3rd in the national rankings back when he was a junior in Indonesia. And since then, he's kind of been imported to Canada by Mandarin Badminton Club and been asked to train, I guess, people at Mandarin and other Canadian players out there. Train them into being better badminton players, I suppose. I guess that's what trainers do. But anyway, very talented in his own right. Known for his extremely high vertical. That guy jumps like 20 feet in the air and smashes birds down like nothing. So, very intimidating when he actually does a huge jump smash. You probably won't see too many of it in this matchup right now because their opponents, Will Yan and Alan Tong are very good in their own right. Taking the last tournament they entered back in July 1st on Canada Day, one of those smaller Leagues badminton tournaments, and being able to win that on Canada Day and taking home a nice cash prize. So even though Alan and Will are looking to continue on their winning streak in this tournament, the reality of it is that it looks pretty bleak because they are definitely not up to the level of these coaches here from the far side of the court. And I think the scoreline kind of shows it. Right now, both Andika and Kevin not looking like they need to try very hard to continue on with their lead 10-6. And chances are you're gonna be seeing quite a few trick shots from Andika in the black right now covering the front of the net, just because he can play a little bit more relaxed playing against Alan and Will. And you're probably gonna see Will and Alan trying to figure out what kind of shots will work. And and in reply, Andika's gonna be like, well, I'm gonna fake a smash and drop one so tight to the net that it just skims right over that you can't get it. So, being that, I recently learned that both Andika and Kevin have never played together in a tournament before. So this is the first time they've ever played together in a tournament in a tournament scenario, and it's going to be kind of interesting to see whether they figure out each other's positionings and each other's playing style to start complementing each other when they play against better players in the later rounds. Because both Andika and Kevin are expected to enter into the finals of this tournament, but so is the number 1 seed David Trim and Chu, who are, they're definitely they definitely are very capable players, but it's going to be a clash of styles if number 1 seed or if they play against the number 1 seed in the finals. So it's going to be a very interesting matchup, and I'm going to be I guess, showing a lot of the matchups leading up to the finals. And I won't spoil it for you, or I won't spoil what happens in the finals for you, but I do have the finals video in queue, ready to roll and ready to upload. I just want to get all these earlier matchups going first before showing you guys what happens in the finals. And I can tell you right now that it's going to be absolutely epic. The final score is going to be epic, and the rallies are going to be absolutely insane. Both teams in the finals just going all out. And with talents like Andika, Yong, and Kevin Lee, in this tournament, you can only expect that the finals is going to be extremely good and extremely fun to watch. And as the scoreline reaches 18-10 right now, both Andika and Kevin, they look like they're very relaxed right now. It doesn't look like they're being challenged very much at all. They're kind of goofing around a little bit. No disrespect to Will or Alan, because I used to play with Will in another club back last year, and Alan I know, I guess, fairly well from playing against him in other clubs as well, and I've played against him in other tournaments as well. So no disrespect to them, they're both very good players. They're kind of like the B-level specialists, I suppose, because Alan, I know, is very good at winning the B fights in any tournament that he signs up for. So definitely very, very talented players themselves, but definitely not at the same level that you would see Andika and Kevin playing at. There you go, one of those kind of trick shots that didn't work quite as well, a little bit out, but at 2013, I don't think they'll be too worried about that. And yet another mistake, so 2014. Let's see whether they could keep the scoreline a little bit close as this as this first set finishes at 21-14, I suppose. So let's get on to the next set.